2.
Welcome, everybody! Whoa. This is good content, everybody. Keep the applause going. This is good content. Keep it up. Who says we don't entertain here? The best of them. Welcome to the H Street Podcast.
What is that? Whoa.
What is that? Whoa. What are you guys doing back there?
Zach was going wild on the woes.
Hit me with the whoa.
That?
Whoa. Oh, it's me.
Oh, it's you.
Oh.
I was like, who's that?
Who's that idiot? Oh, it's me. Welcome, everybody. Today we got a heck of a show planned. Thank you to Quip and Honey for sponsoring our episode. Unfortunately, PewDiePie couldn't make it as we scheduled him, but we are trying to schedule him for next week, so look forward to that. So President's Day came. Everybody had a nice long weekend. Ian, as I understand it, spent the weekend with the wild card out in wherever they are. I'm not going to say where they are. They might be here. They might be somewhere else. Who knows? Ian, how was your date?
It was great. A lot of fun. Got back yesterday. It was nice little vacay.
Have you guys consummated the relationship?
No, that is not Christ-like. Not cool. I'm offended you'd even say that, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, dude.
What?
Yeah.
You guys...
You know about Ian's faith.
Yeah.
His faith in Kanye. Oh, are you saying because you're a fan of Kanye that you've gone devout? Or is that just you're making a joke? You don't want to talk about your sex life?
I'm just saying, man.
What base?
God is
1, 2,
watching.
3.
Always.
Yeah, I think he's hit a homer. I'm sure of it. Well, good for you. She sounded very happy when I spoke to her. I'm talking to Ian about work, and I say hi to. Can I say her name, Ian?
Wildcard's fine.
Wildcard.
I can't say her name.
Her name is Wildcard.
Okay.
That is legally her name.
So I say hi to Wildcard because she helped Ian with something he worked on. I said, tell her thank you and wish her well. And he goes, oh, well, she can hear you. She's on speaker. He had me on speaker the whole time. Ian had me on speaker. I was having an elaborate conversation about work, and he had me on speaker for the whole time with Wildcard in the room with him. I was like, bro, you had me on speaker the whole time? What are you thinking, Ian? Not only is it rude to a normal person, but I'm a celebrity. You can't just speakerphone me. You signed an NDA. You signed an NDA. She didn't sign an NDA.
What kind of classified stuff were you guys
It doesn't matter.
about?
Everything I say is privileged.
Well, okay, so I wasn't planning on having a full phone call with you. I'd called you because I needed a code to access a certain account. And so I had you on speaker to type in the code, and then you continued the conversation, which was very lovely. It's always nice to chat. But then I did not switch off the speaker.
So Ian is saying he did not expect you to chit chat.
I wasn't chit-chat. We were talking about work.
You were just going on and on about how's your day, how's the weather, all that
true.
stuff. And I'm like, I got to go.
Wow.
You're doing shtick, but what you actually did is you didn't click the speaker button.
I will
pick
tell
up
you
the
though,
phone.
I lifted
When your
the
boss,
phone.
who you respect, is talking to you about privileged information that you've signed an NDA.
I did lift the phone and I carried it into another room. But then I walked back and said, oh, here she is.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Because when I was on the speaker and I said, Sam, I just outed her. I can't be juggling. I'll go back to wild card.
I'll bleep you in post.
It doesn't matter. It's all right.
All right.
I'm pretty sure I've said her name already on the show.
But no, I was.
When I ask her, I says, Sam.
Just hammer it in there. Really.
I said,
Let's throw out
I
her
said,
social security
what do you
number,
think?
too, while we're at it.
I said, what do you think about the fact that Ian has me on speaker? And she said, I got to be honest, I was a little thrown off when he put you on speaker. I thought it was rude, she told me. And I was
Oh,
like,
she
this
said
girl's
that?
got it.
Wow, did she really say that?
Yeah.
She was goofing. She was
Yeah.
goofing.
No, I was like, well, my respect points went up for a big time.
Yeah.
I was like, Ian, you're out. Sam is in.
I could feel the lull of the conversation, and then I walked back into the room as that happened at the same time. I would not breach your trust like that. Come on. Come on.
Well, I do feel a kinship to Sam, and I do feel like she's part of the circle of the trust, but you got to, dude, come on. What if I told you about, who am I kidding? There's nothing to tell you.
Also, we can all attest you are a big speakerphone guy with all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm the boss.
Especially when like Shredder is like right next to your phone.
Yeah, but I'm the
Barking.
boss. You got everything. I decide what's privileged.
Ethan, there was the hardest I have ever seen Ian laugh in my entire life
Yeah.
was one time when you were talking to us and you had speaker on in the car with the window down. Shredder was barking in the back and you were slurping the drink. It was like the most chaotic conversation I've ever had in my entire life.
I
And
wish
we were like crying.
I
laughing.
wish
Yeah.
that I had a recording
I know, I wish I
because
did.
you
It
guys
sounded
were
all
crying,
fine.
but like you can hear Dan laugh, but Ian you can't really hear when he's laughing. I guess
He's
because
just wheezing is why.
Well,
I
it's like, what's
wish
going
that I
on?
could have seen it.
I had to hand the phone to Dan because I could not physically speak. I just lost it.
No respect. Yeah, I don't know. I asked what is going on over there because I didn't know anything funny was happening at all. Okay, well, Ian had a good weekend.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. It's good to have you back.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Another funny thing that happened, a little drama in the backstage, is that I didn't even want to say what it was because I don't want to insult anyone about Zach's comment. How do I frame this? Because I don't want to insult the app. I don't want to insult. You know what I'm saying, Hila?
I know what you're saying.
Do I just say it like it is?
I mean, yeah, no.
You could say not Dan, Zach was looking at something involving certain people and made a certain comment.
I'm just
related to it.
see. Yeah, I don't want to insult the people who don't deserve it. But we were reviewing something involving females that Zach was handling. I mean, it's probably obvious what I'm talking about. And Zach just goes, I'm just gonna have to say what it is.
Just let it out.
Yeah, just let it out. I'm sorry. I'm apologize to anyone. I don't share that opinion. This is Zach's opinion, and that's why it's funny. Because Zach was handling all the applications for The Bachelor season 2 with Ila's brother, and I say, Zach, how is it looking? How are the applicants? And he goes, honestly, they're just a bunch of dogs. And we were all shocked by that. We're like, a bunch of dogs.
I wasn't here, so I didn't hear that.
It's so graphic. Zach.
mean.
Do you refer to women as dogs?
No. It was. I was. All right. Look, I was trying to be humorous. Okay.
No, you weren't. That just came out raw.
They weren't my type. How about that?
All of them? I mean, there were quite a few.
I didn't find them attractive. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I did think it was funny. It was just shocking. You know, it's funny. I asked Sam, and I said, what do you think about Zach calling?
Well, I think what happened is that I asked you what's happening with that and what do we have so far, and you said. Zach says we just have a bunch of dogs.
Well, in the words of Zach, I think Ian said that on the speaker. He says, in the words of Zach, they're just a bunch of dogs.
I don't mean to be degrading.
I
That
was
was
like,
not
what?
my point.
It was funny, but I was
Dogs?
like, wow, Zach, damn. And well, you know, but then I was surprised. Ian's girlfriend. I said, "What do you think about that?" I asked her. She said, "Well, frankly, I'd have to see the pictures." I was like, "Fair enough."
I thought it was overly harsh. I thought it was.
There you go, Dan. Dan's got to stay.
Yeah.
I have a certain type.
What's your type? Yeah, what is your
Humans, apparently.
Yeah, humans.
type? What's your type?
Well, my girlfriend now, she's my type.
Describe her.
Long brown hair, petite,
Petite.
beautiful
Go on.
smile.
Go on.
I
I think that's everybody's type.
Petite.
just there's a certain like personality trait. I don't know.
Are you
Personality.
tits or butt man?
How do you see personality through a picture?
You can tell. You can tell.
Are you tits or ass, Dak?
You want me to say?
Why would I ask you?
I'm an ass man.
You're an ass man.
Yeah.
So do you not consider? I've always wondered this about ass men. Do you not consider boobs like what is the ratio? If you look at a girl and you say, her ass is like this good, but her boobs are I'm not liking her boobs. So like, are you willing to like not consider boobs at all if her ass is like fat or like how does that work out?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
It's all ass. You don't care about the boobs.
No, I mean, of course, you want, something, but
You don't. Your requirements are not a lot on the boobs.
no,
Yeah.
no.
So if a girl has like a 2 out of 10 boobs,
What's a 2 out of 10 boob?
well, I don't know. Everyone has their own preference on boobs. It's hard to say because, for example, for me, size isn't a factor. I don't care about size, but I'm more of a tit man myself.
Okay.
And it's not about size. It's more about the perkiness and the nipple and all that. Hila, for example, has incredible boobs. You wouldn't expect it, but I always say she has secret boobs. I was like, damn, those things are fucking. You wouldn't expect it, but I was like, shit.
It's a weird conversation.
Well, I'm just trying to get the hard as that.
This is getting so graphic.
I want to back Zach up on this because I too would consider myself an ass man, and
All
yeah,
right.
and I would say, yeah, I mean the boobs, it's,
As long as there's nipples,
So
you're game.
yeah, whatever.
See, for me,
So what's not game? Like someone with like
flat
flat
ass.
back
Does
kind
that
of
kill?
thing.
Does that kill your vibe if there's a flat ass, but like perfect tits?
Yeah, it kind of does.
See, for me,
Be honest.
if I don't like the tits, then I'm not interested.
we all
and
have our
I hate
preferences.
to
I get
admit
it.
how shallow I am, but I've been with girls that I didn't like. I didn't like the rack, and that was a. But to me, I'm just it kills the attraction, and so obviously. You
When
have
I
to
was
be
younger,
attracted.
I would say the boobs were a bigger deal, but I've evolved as a
You've
person.
evolved.
I got a theory. You go from boobs to ass, and then you become a leg man
Leg man.
as you get older.
I've remained staunchly a tit man my whole life. I'm consistent. I mean, that's not to say I don't like a fat ass, but for me, the tits is what seals the deal.
Okay.
And then the ass for me is like whatever. The tits has to be there.
Yeah.
Now, Ian, you chime in now that everybody's given their preference.
What about? I like legs.
Legs.
That's
Yeah,
not
he's a
even on
leg
the
man.
table. That's not
Not
on
on
the
the
table. I said
table.
tits or ass. Are you even watching the show?
There are no legs on the table.
Tits or ass?
Oh, I
Ian?
just really love a good personality, above all.
Dude, he's. Why do we even have him? Like, why do you even have a mic, dude?
Let's put the robot Ian on.
I know. We got to get Robot Ian. He's way more interesting than real Ian.
He's in the factory right now. Let's just say that.
Ian, do you refuse
in
to
the works.
answer? Do you refuse to answer this question?
I know I did. I said I like legs and ass.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll go with the end.
We got three
Weird.
ass men
So
back there.
and
a
then
bunch
just
of
to
ass men back
just
here.
to emphasize because I want to understand this. If the
Interesting.
tits are weak but the ass is fat, you're good. If the ass is weak, you're out.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest. I've been in that exact scenario before.
Wow.
I broke
That's so
up.
interesting.
Well,
That is
I wasn't
so
really going out with a
interesting.
girl, but I've stopped seeing a girl.
You're not attracted.
It wasn't like the deal breaker, but it certainly was a factor.
You need
Let's
a
just
fat
put it
ass.
that way.
Would you guys eat ass?
Like eat asshole?
Because
No,
you guys are
I-
so into ass. So I'm just
No,
wondering.
It's all no, but no,
Zach would eat ass. I'm sure of it.
probably. He's nasty.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you would. Pour,
Yes,
pour a
the
little
answer is
horsey
yes.
sauce on there. He'd eat that ass.
Horsey sauce.
You wouldn't eat ass, Ian?
If what there's horsey sauce?
No, like a clean, like
Freshly
They were
showered,
asking you.
clean.
You
right out of the
answered it.
shower.
No,
Really?
no.
I have eaten ass out of the shower. There's nothing wrong with it. But I feel like you guys are being so repressed that you're like so repulsed you wouldn't eat ass out of the shower. But you're an ass man.
Yes, I've eaten ass. Yes.
When's the last time you ate ass, Zach? Because it sounds like it was recent.
Well, it's just Valentine's weekend. So.
I had the flu. I wasn't doing
Oh,
it.
okay, fair enough.
Do you like your ass being eaten, Zach?
No,
Okay.
I don't go anywhere near that.
I had a girlfriend in college. She always tried to put a finger in my ass.
Do you like it?
No, I was always out. I was always like, no. But I'm not trying to shame anyone. I think I just wasn't ready for it.
Oh, so now you
I was
are?
fresh.
Now
I mean,
you're
that was my first like sexual experience. Like I lost my virginity to this girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she was a lot more experienced than me. Not to brag, but you know. And but I wasn't ready for the finger in the ass. I was
So now
like,
you're a little older. Have you spread those cheeks?
Have you explored?
no.
So she didn't ask permission.
No.
She just like went for it.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but exact same thing for me. First girl I was ever with, she did that without asking.
No way.
And it really pissed me off. It was fucked up.
Did she
Felt violated.
Did she penetrate you, or did she just go for it? Like
She just kind of went for it, and I pretty much immediately was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
because it takes. I mean, to actually penetrate you, it would take some effort.
force, yeah.
And she actually forced her way in.
She fucking went for it.
Whoa!
Yeah,
How deep did her finger go to? Like the first knuckle?
I don't know. It was, I don't.
Was
have
it the
eyes
full
back there.
fist?
It was not a fist.
So she just started like caressing my asshole. I think just she was probing to see how comfortable I was.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is a long time ago. It was. This is in high school. I mean, so I don't remember how many knuckles.
Yeah, that's an
In high
adventurous high
school.
schoal girl. Mine was in college.
I didn't even know people did that in high school.
Dude, people get
Well,
Like
weird
I
in
had
high
no
school.
knowledge of that
Fingering buttholes,
as an
eating ass.
activity.
She,
Yeah.
she too was a little bit older, more experienced. So yeah, I mean, almost the same situation that you just described.
I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy it these days because I've been around the block and you know you want something a little more exciting. I'm talking directly to you.
Yeah.
But at the time when you're having your first sexual experience, like
That's a lot.
that's a lot to take in.
process.
Yeah, it's a lot to process. Exactly.
Were you scared or like? Did you...
No. And I was just I think actually what I think happened is she touched the ass and then she said, "Do you like that?" And I said, "No."
Nope.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
It wasn't that wild.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not that wild, I suppose.
You know what's crazy? The first time I had sex, the condom broke.
That's some
That's
bad
crazy.
luck.
The condom broke. Pretty crazy, huh? That's all I got.
I've been there.
I think it's
Not
only
the first time though. That would be really scary. It was the first time.
I think it only happened to me twice in my life where the condom broke, but one was the very first time.
That's weird luck.
Yeah. She didn't want to take my virginity, this girl, because she asked if I'd ever had sex, and I said no. And then she's like, she just doing whatever. I was like, no, it's fine. I want to do it. And the condom broke, and she's like, oh, we should do it. It's a sign. I was like, there's no such thing as a sign.
Wait.
She said when she saw the condom broke, she's like, oh, it's a sign, because she didn't want to take my virginity. And I was like, there's no such thing as a sign. Because, I was 19. Everybody around me had already lost their virginity.
But at what point did it break?
Like immediately. Like I put it on
okay.
and I did like one thrust and then
Whoa,
it just
dude.
broke.
Damn. Stroke
Okay.
game's
Was she
on
on the
point.
pill or
No.
no?
But it was just one. It was in and out and broke. And then I just put on another one. Interesting story.
Yeah.
Do you think just, So you guys, Dan, you're an ass man that doesn't eat ass. You ever slip a finger in the ass, Dan?
No, I'm not. Yeah, it's just.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
I don't believe you. You're an ass man. You don't even touch the asshole. You don't eat the asshole. You don't finger an asshole.
I'm not an asshole, man.
It's all
like-
one and that. It's
No,
all one
it's
thing.
not. No,
it's like
no,
saying
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no,
I'm
no,
not tit
no,
man,
no.
but I'm not into nipple. Do you agree, Zach?
No, the nipple is way more integral. Okay.
I gotta agree with Ethan on this one.
And Zach, and Ian, do you agree?
Wait, what is the question?
The question is, if you're an
Ian
ass
doesn't
man,
listen.
Ian's
Ian is
too
not
wholesome.
here.
He's talking about like feet.
he's
and
not
shit
even
over there.
listening. He's not even listening. I go, Ian, what do you think? Well, what are we talking about? Are you even listening, Ian?
I'm watching your mouths move.
You're in the zone.
What's the question? If a nipple is a
Okay,
is a tit?
if you're an ass man, and you are apparently an ass man, right? Do you think that I says, Dan, you don't eat ass, you don't finger ass. How are you an ass man? That's like saying, I'm a tit man, but I don't care about the nipple.
I see. So you think Dan has played with an asshole? And he's
Yes.
lying. Yeah, probably.
Oh, so Ian just confirmed he's fucked with an asshole.
I'm just saying, if you like an ass,
Yeah,
it's a part
exactly.
of it.
You know what I'm saying? If you like something, you like something.
There you go.
Dan has shut down.
I don't know. I'm not lying. I mean,
Dan doesn't like what was it? Last thing I accused you of lying, you got really upset about. What was
I
it?
don't know. It's like a daily occurrence.
No. There was
You're
something.
thinking of him looking at Instagrams.
Right,
Oh,
Instagram
Shouldn't
thing.
go down that again.
Ian got
Let's not
Dan
go
got really
there.
upset because I said he's lying. Well, maybe you should be more honest, and I won't accuse you of lying.
I have no reason to lie about these things. Zero motivation to
Okay,
lie.
so if you ate an ass, you would be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on, I was just open about a bunch of stuff.
Now, how
I said,
do you
I said
guys-
that my first sexual experience, she put a finger in my ass.
Okay, I choose
I don't
to
have
believe
anything
you.
to hide.
You're right, Dan. I'll choose to believe
What happened if you came across a fake butt? Are you guys?
Interesting.
you. Very.
Oh, like a girl with those implants or whatever?
Yeah.
It seems it's a little weird, but I don't know. I
You
guess
give
it's
it a
fine.
ride.
Jesus.
The thing about the ass is that it's the muscle. So I think the attraction of the ass is that like you can do stuff with it. Like I think when you have sex with a girl with a fat ass, she can do more with that muscle. And
True.
so when you have a fake muscle, it's kind of just dead weight.
I guess.
I'll say as a tit man, implants for me are immediate turnoff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like it either.
I mean, maybe the really good ones where you can't tell, but I feel like I can always tell.
Facts.
You like fake titties, Zach?
Sure.
I mean, when I was younger, I guess I liked it, but as I grew, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
I-
The thing is, fake titties look good in clothing. You're like, oh, check it out. But once you're naked, they're just everywhere.
I feel like if you get older, like you appreciate more natural, you know, more natural beauty.
Okay. I feel like we covered a lot of ground here. Also have to report that Dan is bitterly jealous of my Diablo 3 crits.
Hold on, he's grabbing some mail.
I've been keep on playing Diablo 3. I just want to keep reporting on that. I'm on Rift 99, and I am Paragon level 750, and I'm happy to report that my highest crit, Dan, listen closely, is for 3 trillion. And I was just saying that you're bitterly jealous of my high Diablo crits.
Fuck you, Dan.
How did you say?
3 trillion.
Okay, that's all right.
How high have you crit on Diablo 3?
Oh, I don't want to brag.
Yeah, you haven't gotten this, dude. Don't shtick. He hasn't gotten this. He doesn't know anything about Diablo.
Thanks, Dan.
And then finally, before I move on to our headline stories, I want to say that I love talking about this because I discovered that Michael Bloomberg, really triggers Dan and Ian. They hate Michael Bloomberg. And I know I endorsed Bernie Sanders already for president and donated $1,000. But Bloomberg is going to be on the debate stage tomorrow for the first time. And I'm going to be watching very closely to see how he performs. But he's polling number 2 nationally. He passed Sleepy Joe
How
Biden.
did that happen?
Sloppy Joe Biden.
It just came out of nowhere.
Waiting. Dude, the dude spent like $330 million. And he's going to spend $2 billion. Is that epic?
But because before he wasn't in any polls, was he? Like,
well,
He was in some.
no, he's been steadily climbing. And I think all these campaigns and even this fuck Jerry one it's all working because everybody's just Michael Bloomberg on the mind, you know? And when I put on the news, it's always Michael Bloomberg this. Michael Bloomberg attacked Bernie, and Bernie attacked Bloomberg. And I just saw today in the latest poll, he's polling number 2
That is shocking.
behind Bernie nationally. And he's ahead of Sloppy Joe.
Well, that is not shocking.
Well, Joe Biden in the beginning of this race was like number 1 by far.
Right. Until people heard him talk.
Yeah. What was that new one that Vic Berger did the edit of?
The Wise.
Lying
Whoa, 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 whoa,
dog.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Why,
hey,
You're getting nervous, man.
Did we watch that video?
I don't think we ever
don't
did watch
think-
it on the show.
Let me put that on. Why? I love Joe Biden. He's like such a meme machine.
That.
And I love kids sitting on my lap.
And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Yesterday, you said you accepted Bernie's apology, and now you're attacking him. Why are you doing that? Why wasn't his apology enough, Mr. Vice President?
Right this way,
Why attack Sanders?
Why? You're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
He's really not. I think he's really not nervous.
Look at his face.
He's shocked.
like-
He's
Can
like,
you
wow.
play it again?
He's like, wow, this is gold. The reporter.
Attack Sanders.
You're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
Look at
I
him.
apologize for saying that
This
I
guy's the
was
best.
corrupt.
This reporter.
Honestly, I don't hate too much on this clip. Those people can be annoying.
Yeah, but the way he reacted, I mean, hello, you're gonna be president. You're gonna get this shit every day. But look how he like trips. Look at his eyes, and then the light in his face.
You're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
Whoa. It's just a good soundbite.
Yeah.
You're
Can you
getting
do me a
nervous,
favor,
man.
Zach? I want the Y version of this. Why? Just make it loop forever.
Infinite loop.
Yes. So, what do you guys think about Michael Bloomberg being on the stage tomorrow? Dan and Ian, go.
I'm glad that he's going to be there because, I think a large part of why he's doing so well is he's throwing $500 million on ads that just attack Trump relentlessly and everything. And people outside of New York City aren't really familiar with him or who he is, or the fact that he's a little short, manlet, annoying, nasally dude.
He is 5'8", by the way.
Yes, as we discussed last week.
Not 5'4", as Trump
So,
claimed.
but
he
was the mayor of New York, right?
He was the mayor of
Yes,
New York
for a long time.
for 3 terms.
And
That's a long time.
how was he perceived as the mayor?
Good.
Well,
He cleaned up the city. The city was a dangerous place. Lots of crime. I mean, New York, that's what New Yorkers say. Did you live in New York during the time he was mayor, Dan?
I did not. That's
Okay. So,
Then the
so based on
hater.
people who lived in New York at the time, they said very nice things about Michael Bloomberg.
true.
Dan
I've
the
heard-
hater. Play it,
Yes,
Zach.
Play it.
Dan the hater. Zach wrote that just for Dan when he starts hating.
Go ahead then.
I don't think all of the black and brown kids who grew up in New York City under his rule feel that way about him. Let's just leave it at that.
Actually, I think he polls really well among black voters. I saw that, which is weird. I agree because this whole stop and frisk thing is definitely his biggest quote controversy. But I have a theory about Michael Bloomberg that I'm going to lay on you right now, Dan. So, all these conservative Trump voters, I mean, there's a lot of, I'm not saying all Trump voters are racist, okay? I'm not saying that. I would say the majority of Trump voters are good, kind, sweet-hearted people that just want to see the best for this country. There are racist people, though, or maybe not even racist people, though, but they look at the media as like, oh, just another good guy, or maybe even just another white guy being accused of being racist. I think there's a lot of people like that who will almost, I think this stop and frisk thing could even help Michael Bloomberg.
What, with people that are Trump supporters?
Yes. There's a lot of people who are disenchanted with Trump, but they don't see a better
Really?
alternative.
There's a
because
lot of people that are disenchanted with Trump because he has a 95% approval rating with Republicans. Right?
I think there's a lot of people there who don't see a better option in the Democrats because they see Bernie Sanders as too radical because he's way too easy to vilify. And although I love Bernie and I'm not agreeing with them, and I don't think he's a boogeyman. I think socialism, capitalistic socialism has. I don't know why they always point to Venezuela and shit like that, and Nazi Germany. It's like, hello, all of Scandinavia is having this, and they're like the happiest countries on earth. They have like the most like flourishing societies.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we just ignore the fact that Scandinavia exists. But anyway, I agree with Bernie's dream, but he's so easy to vilify, and this whole brainwashing campaign to make him label as him some crazy socialist autocrat. I've already seen it. They go, look at Venezuela. The price of bread went up to $1 million. That's what Bernie Sanders wants for you. It's like, what? This is so stupid. But anyway, a lot of these people who are maybe soured on Trump or are independent or on the fringe of the Republican Party will look at a guy like Michael Bloomberg, who used to be a Republican, and they see him as like an outsider because they're like, oh, well, he's just being accused of racism like Trump. They're going to be like, that's my kind of guy.
Also, a lot of people wanted a successful businessman when they chose Trump, but Bloomberg is the actual successful businessman.
Bloomberg
Trump
is most
is not.
definitely.
But I don't know anything about him, so I'm not saying one way or another. I do want to watch the debate.
All I know about Bloomberg is that he was a long-term mayor of New York City, very rich guy. He has some controversies about stop and frisk, and I'm sure they're going to ask him a lot of questions about it on the debate stage, so we'll see. But I do think that there's a lot of people from the Trump camp who will like Michael Bloomberg, who would never vote for Bernie. Thoughts, Dan?
I think it's delusional.
Really?
People love the Trump supporters. Love Trump. Like they're not gonna switch over. Are you kidding me? He's gonna get annihilated by Trump if he becomes the nominee.
You think Bernie will do better?
Landslide.
Really?
Landslide win for Trump.
'Cause I feel
Bloomberg's
like-
the nominee.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with you there.
Because they're the same, but Bloomberg is. Have you seen any like interviews with him or
No,
I
that's why I'm really looking forward to tomorrow night.
Okay, well,
haven't
let's have
seen
another
any.
conversation about it after the debate because you're gonna see who Michael Bloomberg is, and
He's like a really kind of wiry. He's Jewish, right?
I believe he is Jewish. Yeah,
Because he has this whole like New York Jew thing where he's like,
he is not a very charismatic.
he was
person. Let's just
he
put
was
it
the
that
mayor
way.
for 11 years. I mean, that's a pretty long stint as a public service. And this is a very rich man. He was already super rich, and he dedicated 11 years of his life to public service. I mean, that's pretty admirable. Do you disagree?
I do, but we're also past
Wait.
30 minutes. We should go to break.
Play it, Zach.
Okay, we should go to break. But what's not admirable about dedicating 11 years of your life to public service? When
Is it admirable for Trump to do that?
I mean, ultimately,
It's just like that's such a
Well, the
loaded
thi-
question, Ethan.
the thing is the presidency has this prestige and power. I mean, mayor of New York obviously is a prestigious
extremely
seat.
prestigious.
Is
It's one of the most powerful political offices in this country. It's more powerful than probably the vast majority of governorships of states.
I agree. It is definitely a powerful seat, but it's a far cry from the presidency.
Sure. Well, he's trying to buy his way into that one too. So there you go.
Well, let's go to break.
When we come back, we're going to have the taste
the
test.
taste test. Wow, I can't wait for that. We already filmed it, to be honest with you guys. We filmed it at the beginning because we don't want the burgers to rot. So I'm going to show you now the fast food taste test after this short commercial break. You know that Honey is the free online shopping tool that automatically finds the best promo codes and applies them at your cart, and you know how great it feels to save. But do you know how great it feels to save with Honey? Saving with Honey feels like when you go and take a dump and you go to wipe it up and there's nothing on the first wipe, and you don't even bother to go for a second wipe because you're like, I know that I'm clean down there. That's what it feels like to save with Honey. When Papa John was in the house, we ordered a couple of pies from papajohn.com. Look at this coupon from Honey. You saved $11.64 off a $54 purchase. come on, that's like 20%. I don't know the math. 15%. I don't know. But this is money that Honey saved me automatically at checkout. I was going to buy some pies. Right when I'm getting at checkout, Honey goes, hold on one sec. Boom! Automatically applies almost $12 of savings. It's happened to me so many times. Honey has found its over 18 million members, over $2 billion in savings. That's almost as much money as Michael Bloomberg spent on ads just in the past 3 months. Did you know Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, including Macy's, Target, Sephora, Best Buy, and more? And they're adding more every day. Did you know that? Users love Honey. That's why it has over 100,000 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store. Using Honey feels great. It's a daily victory every time you're on the internet. Everybody loves it. It's free to install. It takes just a few clicks. Go to Join Honey for free. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/H3. That's joinhoney.com/H3. Quip is the alpha and omega of toothbrushing technology. If you want your mouth clean, if you want your gums clean, if you want your breath fresh, you will go to Quip. You will keep your mouth clean, and it is simple as good habits. They tell me to say this. They say, it is simply this. If you have good habits, you are good. I thought my intro was better, but hey, it's their copy. They're the ones paying. That means if you brush for 2 minutes twice a day and floss regularly, no matter what brand you use, your mouth will be good. But here's the thing. Quip makes that simple for you. Starting with an electric toothbrush, refillable floss, and anti-cavity toothpaste. Quip's electric breath has sensitive sonic vibrations with a built-in timer and 30-second pulses that guide a full and even clean. The Quip floss dispenser comes with pre-marked string to help you use just enough. Plus, Quip delivers fresh brush heads, floss, and toothpaste refills right to your door every 3 months with free shipping, so your routine is always right. Join over 3 million healthy mouths and get Quip today, starting at just $25. And if you go to getquip.com/H3 right now, you'll get your first refill for free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/H3, spelled GETQUIP.com/H3. Quip! It's the Good Habits Company. Quip, baby! Welcome back, everybody, to the much anticipated food challenge. And who's anticipated it more than me, though?
Nobody.
Probably nobody.
You know, we have a lot of people often are requesting food taste tests in the comments. So
I don't see those people.
Dan, Ian, back me up. People love this.
People, I don't have an explanation,
But-
people love it.
Thank you. But actually, I'm really excited for today's. You know, you hear about the Beyond Meat, the Impossible Burger. Well, we have gone to all of the major fast food restaurants that offer a Beyond Meat option. And we are doing a blind taste test. Before me, I have a Carl's Jr. What do they call their burger? The All-Star?
the Superstar? Or,
Superstar? Whatever it is.
yeah, whatever that
little
one is.
crap burger.
Yep.
I've got a real beef and I got a fake beef. And I'm going to taste both. I'm going to tell you which I think is the meat. And I'm going to tell you which one tastes better.
Beautiful.
Now, I'm going to tell you for sure. If I'm wrong, I'll fucking eat my hat. But C1, Dan, is the fake meat. Or I'm the fucking Pope.
Interesting.
And C2 is real meat. If I'm wrong, then I'll just invest all my money in fake meat right now. But I could be wrong. I mean, it would be awfully funny if I was wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and take a bite of what I think is the real meat first, which is C2.
Let me see.
I mean, that's real meat. I mean, here, I'll show you guys what I'm seeing. I mean, this is fake meat. That's real meat. Come on. Obviously, right?
This man knows his meat.
All right, here we go. I'm just eating a burger now. It's awesome.
We only do 1 bite per.
Who said that rule? People love to watch me munch. Okay.
Gotta say, too, Carl's surprisingly extremely expensive
Really?
for fast food. Yeah.
Tell me the price.
Zach was the one who picked it up. How much did you end up spending there?
It's $41.
What?
Well, that was, but we bought, 4 of each?
Compared to
three.
like
3 meat, 4
Veggie.
Yeah. Beyond.
So that's seven sandwiches for $40.
Yeah.
Like
compared to Burger King.
that was $23.
Wow.
Well,
There you go.
It's almost double.
in defense of Carl's Jr., that's what a sandwich should cost. The fact that Burger King's selling it for half the price is disturbing.
This is America, though.
That's right.
I did,
Okay.
I did
So-
go back and check our old tier list on fast food, just out
Yeah.
of curiosity, and we did rate Burger King, what, D tier? Was it D tier or F tier? It was Burger
We
King
all
was
hated
way
it.
down there. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I am now taking a bite of
So, just to, sorry to pause you, but is Zach and Ian also
the... Yes, they're-
tasting at the same time?
Yes, they should be
Yes.
joining me. So did you guys all take a bite of C2?
They're munching right now.
Do they know, Dan? What's what?
Yeah, we didn't
Oh.
randomize it back here.
So I'm the only clown that doesn't know.
You're the only clown. But you knew. I mean, come on.
I am now taking a bite.
Can you really not chew into the mic?
I can not. No, I can. Yeah.
I know it's a joke, but it's also
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely the veggie.
The second one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you did correctly identify them.
That being said, the taste is on point. I mean,
For that veggie?
yeah, dude.
Hey.
I actually might say that it tastes better.
Wow.
I like it. It's weird because like these fast food burgers, they don't use that much meat because it's expensive. Can you hand me a napkin? And so I know this is really weird to say, but I think this has more of a meat flavor
Funny.
than the actual meat because there's just it's a really small patty, and you just can't get that much out of it.
Good smoky flavor.
Right. Thank you, Zach.
Zach.
And so
So I bet a lot
I
of
like
people,
it. It's really good.
a lot of people are probably wondering, is Ethan not vegetarian? Right?
I'm mostly vegetarian. I eat meat like once a week. I'm very proud of the meat gains I'm very proud of myself. I've cut back on meat a lot since the Arby's Meat Mountain.
Like how often?
Like once a week.
Once a week? Okay.
Yeah, no, I
Pretty low.
don't eat meat
Yeah.
at home. I only eat meat when we go out to eat. Well, I genuinely think. Let me take another taste.
No,
here.
you don't need to.
Let me just. I want to be sure.
There's more to come.
I like it. I want to be sure.
We can't call this a taste.
I mean, that
Test.
napkin, or just pass me all of them. You're not even doing anything. You gonna taste your burger, Elo?
I was thinking maybe I'll wait for all the vegetarian ones and then I try them all and tell you which one's the best.
That's exciting. Let's do that.
Or did you guys? Yeah, I can taste from you.
Fascinating. Incredible approach. I like
You
it.
don't like it?
No, I like it. I do like
Okay.
it. I like it. I like it.
Can't tell
So
when you're
Well, it's a pretty good approach. It might be a little slow after we've already tasted every one of them.
I think I'm with you with the Impossible Burger having a little more kick to it than the other one.
Really?
Okay.
And thank you.
I'm going A too.
This is Fat Burger.
Are they the same price?
For the burgers?
Yeah. Are you
So you
actually
think that I
handing it
should
to me?
try
It
it
says
now?
Impossible Burger on the wrap.
No, this is for me.
Okay.
These
Zach, did you have a preference?
are the Fat Burgers, and same thing. They're randomized.
I like the meat one.
You do like the meat.
Yeah. yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right off the bat on Fat Burger, I'm not having such an obvious meat
Which one's
conclusion. Like
Let's
they
see.
look way more similar. So that's F1. You get a good look at that, Ela?
Yeah.
And then that's F2. They look way more similar. That being said, F1 I'm going to call is the veggie.
Saying F1 is the veggie. Okay. All right.
F1 is the veggie. This is Fat Burger.
This is Fat Burger, which I guess is not a national thing. So maybe we should extrapolate. Like, maybe not everybody knows what Fat Burger is. It's a little bit of like a higher quality. It's not quite like a
I will
fast food
try
place.
it then, because to your point, it will be too slow.
You know, this has been sitting out for a minute, and I don't think the meat stands up to time as well as the veggie one. But I'm not a fan of fat burgers so much. I don't like they put mustard on it. I don't like the bread as much.
You like mustard on your burger?
Fuck no.
What?
And there's sweet relish on it. I mean, get the fuck out of here. I don't like it. So
Also, far and away the most expensive. It was for 7 burgers, I think $67.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
I
Wow.
hadn't heard that. That's
Wow.
crazy.
it's quite an investment we made on this segment. Now, I'll say right off the bat, Carl's Jr., vastly superior burger.
Whoa!
I'm just being
Really?
honest. But that was F1 here, or that was F2. So this is F1. This is what I thought was the veggie burger. But it looks so much like meat. My God, if I didn't have the comparison, I would guess. I couldn't even tell this wasn't meat.
That's F2 right there.
F1. This is definitely not meat. And I don't know why they seem to be using fake cheese as well. Or that it's not melted at least.
It's kind of watery.
Watery.
So,
I don't like it.
is F1 the veggie?
F1 is the veggie.
Okay.
There's no getting meat past you.
Yeah.
My bad.
You know, Zach is right. It is kind of watery. That's weird.
Did you try the Carl's one?
I tried it. I tried both. Carl's Jr. was way better.
Way better, right?
Way better.
The Carl's Jr. one is really good. Mm-hmm. So I will say, first of all, fat burger, not a fan.
Me too.
Second of all,
Fatburger took the longest to make too, right, Ian? Like,
Yeah, it took them a while to get that.
They were
done.
boiling it in water.
I don't get it.
And they use vegan cheese as well.
Oh,
Why did
so they
what?
do.
I was right.
Okay.
You see, you can't get any of this shit past me.
wow.
I called that. So here I will say about fat burger. Aesthetically, that's insane how it looks like meat.
Yeah.
You want to get a close up of that again? Like, if you don't see that next to anything, that just looks like ground beef. That being said, it does taste like meat, but I guess I don't like fat burger. So I don't like either of these, to be honest with you guys. I don't like it. I don't like it. So, you know, still couldn't fool me, although the aesthetically is very, very, very good.
So
But the bun sucks. Like the Carl's Jr. bun's like really soft, and nice, and that bun was stale, quite frankly. So
This for you. This is Boyga King.
Boyga.
Boyga King. You know, it's funny. I saw the veggie one, and I was like, "Oh, that's so obvious." And then I saw the real one, and it looks so shitty that it's less obvious after
Right.
seeing the real one.
So B1.
Okay, so here we go.
These took forever to make as well.
Burger King. What
Yeah,
the fuck's
it
Burger
took
King
a
doing?
very long time.
So, like Carl's Jr., I think that I'm going to spot these immediately. This is the fake one. I'm saying B2.
You say
I mean-
B2 is fake.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then B1 is a real burger. But I got to tell you, like that meat doesn't look that good either.
At least on camera they look identical.
They do,
Yeah.
but I called
tell
it
the
right.
difference.
I mean, B2 is the fake one. Well, don't tell me yet, but I know I'm right.
Okay.
So anyway, let's try what I think to be the fake one first. B2. Here we go, everybody. Listen closely as I munch this into the mic.
Easy. Not a lot of expectation for this one because again, we did rate Burger King F tier.
All right.
It's either F or D tier.
This tastes like gasoline.
Absolutely.
Zach, you haven't been chiming in. Are you not trying it?
Oh, he's trying it.
I am.
Oh, Zach.
What? You're not saying anything.
I'm just.
He said that fat burger tastes like water. Which
What did
I
you think
agree.
about Carl's Jr.?
It was the best so far.
And did you have a preference between real and fake?
I like the real one.
Right, you had said that. Now I remember you are here. Okay, so now
We rated Burger King E.
So
no, we didn't.
E?
Yeah,
E
we
tier?
were.
Oh, E. I thought you said B.
No, E.
So I'm going in for what I perceive to be the real one on Burger King. So here we go. Both are very flavorless.
yeah,
Burger King is trash.
They're like,
it tastes like trash.
you know what they say in the Burger King lab? They're like, Because first I tried that one, B2. Was I right, by the way? B2 is the fake.
B2 is the fake. Yes.
Yeah.
So when I tried that, I was like, wow, this is really flavorless and not good. And then I tasted this one. I was like, oh, they're emulating the meat. In the Burger King lab, they're like, you know what? We can't make this too flavorful because our normal meat doesn't taste good.
So by far, Carl's Jr. was the best.
There's more.
There's we have one more, but that was the end of the burgers.
So
Okay.
Our last option here is some tacos from Del Taco because they are for their taco meat they have Beyond Meat. So let me bring those out to you.
well,
one
I'll
sec.
say Burger King, I think they both rate the same.
Yeah, I can
And
see
they're both
that.
bad. So in summary, Carl's Jr., but first of all, the burger and the Impossible Burger are far and away the best burger on this table. The Impossible Burger, I would say, tastes as good or even better than the real burger.
It had a good amount of everything too. Like the Burger King is too dry and empty, and
Right.
then Fat Burger is too packed with.
Dan's not feeling
Schmutz.
this Del Taco. He just reeled in horror.
I've got a bad feeling about this right now.
I will say, as you're
I
serving
feel like
us,
the tacos did not keep as well as the burgers.
well, bring them
yeah.
here.
Well,
I'll be the judge of that.
you know, that's a Beyond Taco. The reason I know this is they're supposed to be hard tacos, and they feel like soft tacos right now. So that's not a great sign.
I will say that Fat Burger aesthetically nailed it.
That's why I was surprised you shit on that one. 'cause
It didn't
looks-
taste good, but it looks
It
amazing.
looks good. Yeah.
I'm giving it the highest grade possible for looks.
All right, here's D1, D2. Good luck. I hope this doesn't get you sick.
I need a break. Hopefully it does. Oh, maybe I shouldn't look at it.
Do you
like-
want me to show?
Yeah. So this one could be actually more difficult, which is good.
Yeah, because you don't
But so
really
far
see.
I'm batting it. So that just looks like a paste. I'm gonna guess right off the bat that that's the fake. You see it?
I mean, you don't see much, you know.
And then this one, you're right. You don't see much. I think I just gotta taste it. I don't want to open it and inspect it because I feel like that will be too easy.
Yeah.
But maybe I will. This has to be the fake one. D2.
You're saying D2 is fake?
I think so, but let me taste. This tastes like chili. It's awful. I don't ever eat at Del Taco. Do people like Del Taco?
Dan?
Well, I stopped by there this morning to get these, and they had like a breakfast wrap thing, and I was hungry, so I went for it. I got to say, that was actually pretty good. I was surprised.
Okay.
But I can't vouch for the tacos, so.
D2, what I'm calling the fake meat, tasted like shit.
Okay.
D1, real meat, I am assuming. Let's go. I just don't like how they season their meat. Tastes like chili.
So it tastes the same?
Well, I think D1 is real meat. If I'm wrong, then
You are not wrong. You are 4 for 4, my dude. You know your meat. You know your way around some meat.
well, give it up for me.
It almost tastes like you're just eating beans.
Right.
It's not bad though, for a vegetarian option.
You're right. It's not bad for a vegetarian option. Mm-hmm. Ian and Zach, thoughts?
We didn't try it.
Oh, here. Here, grab a taco. Make yourself sick.
I might be pushing it.
Don't eat Del Taco. That poor Zach was so sick. Don't eat Del Taco, my dude.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna eat it.
That's a risk we're not willing to take with you.
Ian, did you have?
I gotta say, in the meantime,
Yeah.
I've been going back to this Carl's Jr. burger.
That's what I'm going
It's
back
the
to right
best.
now.
Carl's is the best.
I'll tell you what. I'm going back for the veggie one.
Wow.
Did you go back for the meat or the veggie one, Ian?
The veggie one.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
So
Really?
if you go
Great flavor in there.
to eat burgers in the future,
Mm-hmm.
would you order the Beyond one?
If I went to Carl's Jr.,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
And out of the 4 places, you like Carl's the best. So really, the veggie one is the champion.
Carl's Jr. is by far the best thing on this table.
Wow.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy to hear that
Yeah.
the Beyond is taking the crown.
Hang on.
That's crazy.
Let me go back. I just want to make sure everyone gets a fair shake here. I'm just going to be totally honest with you guys here, okay?
That's not an honest review.
This is good for thumbnails.
Gross.
Thank you.
That turns me on.
I just want to be as honest as possible.
Papa, save us.
Papa, please.
That bite was too big. I couldn't really taste it.
Oh, you
Great.
don't say.
So I just shoved it back. It was a mistake.
How many burgers are you eating here in total?
One.
Do you think? Really?
I mean, I barely, you know.
Just took a little nibble of that BK
Dude,
one.
I like the veggie one better, for sure.
Wow.
For sure. For sure.
Now it's I want the veggie one to win, but it is possible that it is because it was sitting there for 45 minutes before you ate it.
No,
Like
I
maybe
don't
the
think
meat
so.
one is better fresh, but
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm eating the Carl's Jr. veggie burger, and I agree. I mean, this is bomb. This is a really good burger. So
Well,
This Del Taco is awful. Ugh.
I hated the Del Taco. It was just terrible. So, did you guys have any trouble distinguishing, or was it easy for you guys as it was for me?
well, they knew. I didn't
Oh, right.
randomize it for them.
The Whoppers, I mean, they just look like shit.
They both suck.
They just look like watery fucking
Yeah.
shit.
But I am so impressed by the
By Carl's?
the aesthetic look of the
The fat burger.
Get one more look at that. I mean, it is remarkable.
Is that 1 or 2? Is that the
F1 is the fake one.
This
correct?
is one.
Right.
But I mean, dude, the meat looks ridiculous.
Yeah, that.
I mean, look at that. How it's like hanging off. It's the real deal. Too bad it tastes like shit.
What did you said it was watery?
Mine wasn't watery. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
Mine was. I don't know.
Zach and Hila both said watery.
I didn't
know
get
if
watery.
burger's watery,
It's just
but-
mustard and sweet relish. Like, what's a easier
I
and
can't
faster way
believe you're
to?
hating on mustard on a burger. Mustard on a burger is good.
What about sweet relish? Maybe it's sweet relish that's ruining it for me.
Hmm.
I'll tell you right now which one's ruining it for me. It might be the sweet relish.
I think I remember you knocking mustard before, though. You're kind of a mustard hater.
No, he's not.
Mustard. I like mustard on hot dogs by itself, just mustard. I like mustard in egg salad, a little bit. Other than that, get the fuck out of my plate.
Wow.
What about in tuna? You like it on tuna?
Disgusting.
Zach, are you trying to give me a
God.
plague? What are we talking about?
You talking about like just like
Mustard and
shredded tuna,
tuna?
like in a can?
Like tuna salad. Like,
Oh, that's just
celery, mayo, mustard, relish. No, okay.
I don't know. The way you said it was just like
All right, let me try this fat burger one more time.
mustard and
back in.
tuna.
It's not good. I wanted
Okay,
to try
is the
it.
segment over, or are we just eating now?
No, it's over. So in short,
I'm over
so
it.
sweet. You can't put sweet relish on a burger? That's fucking horrific.
Now, you want to know some disappointing news when I was researching this yesterday is that McDonald's has already rolled out these veggie burgers in Europe, but has said they have no plans to do so in the United States.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Why is that?
It's super weird, right?
Everybody's doing it, but McDonald's needs to be
They're even doing it. They're just refusing to do it in America for some reason.
dedicated to not giving an option to vegetarians.
Why?
I guess they probably did their research, and it's just not
Not worth it to them.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
I agree. I mean, I would probably order that occasionally going through McDonald's.
I, of course, checked because, as you'll recall from our tier list, you both rated McDonald's very highly in the fast food tier list.
Yes.
So I wanted to see if they had something to participate, but no veggie options. They're anti-veggie over there.
You know what I feel like right now? I feel like I'm gonna get sick for sure, and I'll tell you why. I feel like I just created like burger SARS because there's so many here melding.
Burgeroma.
Burgerama.
Yeah.
They're all these little burger DNAs melding in a wild habitat. And they've all been rotting here. Like, you know how they say that SARS and Corona get started when you introduce wild animals to
Corona
domesticated
beer.
animals and humans, and the virus jumps.
Yeah.
So now I've introduced this environment with all these different meats and fake meats, and you got viruses jumping back and forth, mutating. And I think I'm gonna die.
You know what it might be too? You remember a few weeks ago we unsealed the Belle Delphine jar in there?
Oh my god.
We also have Skippy's lint right in there, right next to.
Oh man, it's a petri dish in there.
Dude, if I was like a witch and made potions, those are like the two most rare and killer ingredients. Can make a hell of a potent potion in here. Oh, all right.
So yeah, just looked it up to confirm. In Europe, we got they call it the McVegan, and it's a meat-free burger.
The
at
McVegan?
McDonald's,
See, that's
but,
not a good title.
That sounds.
They
why
need to
Mick?
remarket that.
Yeah, McVegan wouldn't go over well here. You're right.
It needs to be like
Too many vegan haters.
Right. Vegan is almost like a naughty word. So it would need to be like the
McBeyond? McPossible? They do the impossible in McPossible?
That's not a bad title.
The McFake.
That's an awful title,
No.
Zach.
Why Mick though? It's Mick, no?
Well,
Like
it's
Mac-
spelled
I don't know.
MC. McDonald's. Some people say Mac, some people say Mick.
Say Mick.
Here,
I guess
think
it is the Big Mac, not Big Mick.
Big Mac. I think here people say McDonald's. I
Like
think it's a
Mick?
regional thing, yeah. Like a Irish name, you say MC like McDougal. Not MacDougal. Some people are MacDougal. Ah! Some people are McDougal.
It's news to me.
You can
'Cause
say
I
Mac
feel like-
though.
Yeah, I feel like I say Mac.
It might be a regional thing, you know? I remember when I was watching Pulp Fiction and I heard Jules say McDonald's, and I thought he was doing shtick.
Oh,
But
yeah. I think
apparently
that's
on the
how people call it in Europe, I guess. Because in Israel, you would say McDonald's,
you just said
like
McDonald's.
Mac,
Say it again.
McDonald's.
See, it sounds like you said McDonald's.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Saying Mac,
But say McDonald's again 3 times.
McDonald's,
Go ahead.
McDonald's, McDonald's, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I don't hear Mick.
Well, how about we call it the Mick? The Mick Mac Paddywhack. All right, let's end this segment. So what we're going to do is cut it. Well, we filmed this segment first time we got in here because we didn't want these burgers to rot. What time you guys buy these? Because they may have already rotted.
I got mine at like 9:45.
9:45. It is 12:30 right now. Oof. Shit.
Well, somebody ran a little bit late.
But that's still
too.
3 hours.
Yeah. Well, I remember from my food service days, you could stay unrefrigerated for 4 hours before it. So I think we're okay. Hopefully.
And you know these burgers have extra shelf life.
Yeah. Well, they're probably full of a ton of preservatives and shit, so they probably do.
Well, last time we did a food taste test, I had like major diarrhea.
Was that the fucking Arby's?
Was it the Arby's? Yeah, the roast
concoction
beef.
thing?
The roast beef. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, let's hope. I mean, I kind of already feel it coming on. But I'll be sure to update you guys.
Is this the first thing you've eaten today?
No.
I had breakfast.
Okay, that's good at least.
All right, let's end this and go back to the show. Thank you all for enjoying this very special H3 Podcast Presents. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the taste test. I will say, they say you shouldn't mix your alcohols. I feel like you shouldn't mix your meats either. I just went to the bathroom to pee during the break, and I was like, you know, sometimes when you go to pee and you're like, oh, I actually need to shit. But I'm not doing that here. Not now. But I had that feeling, and I'm still fighting it back.
Thank you for your commitment
Thank you.
to the show.
Thank you for acknowledging my commitment. Well, let's get on with it, shall we? Sonic the Hedgehog has been a hotly debated topic on this podcast. And I'm actually shocked to see that it has opened at number 1, grossing $58 million on the... What time zone is that? Just this opening weekend?
Yes, correct.
Absolutely smashed the box office. And then, I mean, Ian and Dan both saw it. Is that right?
I saw it. Ian has a little bit of a...
Dan, you're eating into the mic again.
We just did 30 minutes of you eating into the mic.
It's
That's
a
the
segment.
segment. There's no reason for you to be eating into the mic.
Still eating my burger.
And the burger's over.
I didn't expect you to throw it to me. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Dan.
Burger's good.
Which one are you eating?
The Carl's.
Okay.
You saw Sonic. Without taking a bite of your burger, tell me what you thought of it.
Yes. It was a good kids movie. I mean, didn't blow me away. or
Kids
anything, but-
movie?
Yeah, it's a kids movie.
Ian?
For sure.
I actually didn't end up seeing it.
Did you buy tickets and not go?
Yes, that's correct.
So you paid. You contributed to this.
Yeah, I did.
Interesting.
Doing well.
Well, how much did they spend? I heard they spent $90 million. So I don't know. I mean, even with this huge opening, I feel like we're gonna have to follow this closely.
As long as they have a good second weekend, they'll be fine. They'll break even at least.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. But what I really want to talk about here today is something we haven't talked about in a moment. I'm happy to announce that your favorite brothers are back. Jake Paul and Logan Paul are both back in the news. Jake Paul, first of all, launched this absolute scam. Jake Paul is just at this point such a douche.
It's a legit scam at this point. Where before it was just like shitty content.
Right. Like, I mean, first of all, I made a video about him and Rice Gum doing the gambling thing where you pay and open the mystery box that was giving away the $150 million Bel Air mansion.
Yeah.
I wonder who won that. I think it was Jeff Bezos.
I wonder
What a
who won
coincidence.
The icicle.
Yeah, I wonder who. We've got an icicle. Somebody sent us that.
Yep.
Oh, I feel like I have to shit. I made a huge mistake mixing meats. Never mix meats.
Another reason to go with the veggie one.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
Dan and
We're
I
gonna have to take a
feel
break.
totally fine.
My
Not
bowels
again.
are great, dude.
I feel like I have
Are
to
you
go.
serious?
I wish I wasn't.
Really? Wow.
God damn it. I don't want to.
Just go.
Well, sometimes it passes. I think I got to just take care of this.
All right. I take back my applaud to you.
Uh-huh. He's grabbing the wet wipes, too. This is serious. We have a whole store
Are
of
you
wet
going to
wipes.
flush the wipes? You know that you're going to clog the city.
All right, well, he's got the wet wipes ready to go. He's not fucking around. All right, I mean, I guess we'll just,
We'll be back.
we'll be right back.
Welcome back again. I don't shit like that anywhere else. Only here after those food segments. You cannot believe what just came out of me. I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
It's just so fucking disgusting, dude. Here of all places.
Did you get to pad the
No.
No?
No.
Again.
Dude, can I tell you? Not only was I in a hurry, but they were out of pads. They were out of pads. And then it was a fresh roll because I wanted to get some toilet paper to throw in the bowl so it didn't splash on me. It was out of roll, so I was just clawing at it
Yeah.
manically, ripping
hate
chunks of toilet paper off. Ugh, it's just awful. And then you just look inside the bowl afterwards, and you're just like, what is wrong with me? It looked like a mound of dirt. Like, you know, outside of an ant hole? How they live, like, or like outside of a gopher hole? It's just mounds of dirt. That's what it looked like.
I think you
But, like,
said
huge.
you said you didn't want to talk about it.
You brought it up. You asked. You set me off. You asked a question. That was your. All right, let's just forget that ever happened. These food reviews are killing me. Wendy Williams knows what I'm talking about. All right, Jake Paul, we were talking about, has launched what appears to be a total scheme. Where's the video of him talking about it? What a mess. Here it is. Let's enjoy.
They say we're entitled and lazy. They tell us to go to college, get a job, retire at 65. How's that working out for us? Are your parents happy?
By the way, this
Are
is
they
like
living-
this is like a dollar store Ty Lopez attempt
Yeah.
at internet marketing.
Totally.
I mean, look at like the bars and the text and notice all the royalty free footage is so bad. It's so poorly edited. Like he'll talk about someone poor and it's just like some royalty free, like a baby who's like, it's just so bad. I'm not gonna say anything. Just enjoy. I'm gonna start over. Let's take this in together and then talk about it.
Say we're entitled and lazy. They tell us to go to college, get a job, retire at 65. How's that working out for us? Are your parents happy? Are they living the life they wanted? There's over $1 trillion in student loan debt and people with outdated education who can't even get a job for the student loans they took out that now haunt them for life. Maybe we're too young to have experienced this yet, but if you're not, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've had enough of it. Our generation is better than this. We deserve better. We're smarter. So what's the solution? We need to create a movement for our generation, one that inspires people to take action to achieve their dreams. Not the dreams our parents have for us or our society. We need a movement that inspires
I just
people to
said a
live life on their terms, not someone else's. A movement that anyone who's courageous enough to follow can have a much higher chance of becoming financially free from the societal cookie-cutter 9-to-5 jobs we are all told to have. Our future is in our hands. Are you with me?
No, definitely not.
This
So-
is unbelievable to me.
You know, so this is a program that costs $20 a month. Now, first of all,
They say
bro,
we're
the fact that he actually thinks
entitled and lazy. They tell
he's
us to go to
projecting
college, get a
success
job,
in the way he
retire.
looks is so crazy. He looks like such a douche.
I think he's trying to be appealing as like the successful young guy that you should listen to because he knows
Doesn't.
what's up.
He looks like such a douche. And by the way, the last business I recall Jake Paul running was Team 10, which imploded on itself, was a total disaster. So what exactly do you know about financial independence and running a business?
Also, $20 a month. That's a lot. That's more than Netflix.
Yeah, $20 a month.
What is he gonna provide for that?
So for $20 a month, he sold you the lifestyle. He's basically saying, where did he say to drop out of school? He said it in this interview here. Look at this. Variety did a write-up. They says, where did he say to drop out of school? Here, the online program, which costs $20 a month, will feature curated content from social media influencers and business entrepreneurs, including Paul himself. Ostensibly, it's a how-to guide on how to monetize an online presence, although Paul told Variety it's for anybody who wants insight on how to make money from his, her, their passion. Subscriptions also include weekly group video calls with Paul and guest experts. I guarantee he's not there. In the VIP area where Paul, so here's a video of him announcing the launch of his app. It's just as classy as you would imagine, or not even his app. I don't know what the fuck it is. But here you guys go. This is the role model that we all want.
It was at a mini golf place too.
Classy. By the way, there's not that many people there.
Well, the video you just showed us barely has any views.
Yeah, I think they're
It's really
just doing.
weird.
I think they're just using that as an ad. They haven't really launched it yet. So he's up on a balcony, shouting inaudibly down at people below him. I love how he goes, this is something I'm like really passionate about. Fucking moron.
You good, bro?
Did he say I don't really agree with educations and stuff? What did he say?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
Wow.
You good,
Here,
bro?
it has a tweet. Our education system is worthless. I'm fed up. If I die, I want to die having made a real difference on the world.
Well, he sounds fairly uneducated, so I'll agree that
He's a high school dropout and he
Yeah.
never went to college.
I mean,
Like, what
he's-
does he know about the education system?
He sounds like it though. He sounds like a buffoon. So the education system has failed him. He's right. They're throwing money off the balcony now. So this is what it means to not go to college, folks. They're throwing money off the balcony in a Hunger Games. What bills are those?
It's coupons for the arcade.
Are you sure?
No.
Because it doesn't look like real money, kind of, the way it's floating. Go ahead, Jake.
Like, we can't understand anything.
Bullhorn. It's so weird.
You good, bro?
He sounds so dumb.
I sent you the tweet. You should open that up. He made that before this event.
That's why I created this movement, because it's time to stop letting the
Wow.
You can't
You're
talk.
so eloquent. Let me go back because I think we're missing something.
Oh my God.
It's hard to get past the fact that he can barely talk. But here we go. Here's your leader for $20 a month. But no.
He needs some public speaking classes.
He needs any class.
That's why I created this movement, because it's time to stop letting the U.S. government and everyone
The U.S. government.
sit in schools and not actually learn anything. And so I want to give you guys tips, tools,
Wow. He's campaigning against school.
School sucks, am I right?
I can't say that
Oh my
I'm gonna.
God.
You know what he reminds me of right now? The kid who goes, "Can I? You
Yeah.
you know when kid." Let's see if that worked. Can you find me that clip?
Yeah.
I feel like that used to work, but it's so old now.
There's this one little kid who has like a
Yeah.
stutter. He goes, "You know when you can't, when you when you can't." Like, here's a tweet in the meantime.
It's time to I'm fed up with the government and shit and school and stuff.
You know when that's how.
So
it
this is a movement for against school,
$20
and the government.
by the way, a month. He goes, "Our education system is worthless." By the way, no punctuation. He has an apostrophe here, but he hasn't punctuated the first part.
Or the I. Yeah.
Our situation is worthless. I'm fed up. If I die, I want to die having made a real difference on the world. What's that got to do with education, bro? So here he tweeted this photo. He said, if you're spelled U-R, it's not even a tweet. It's an image. You can use punctuation, bro. If you're confused at what the event is tomorrow, basically, I'm sick of our education system and how it's teaching kids zero real-life skills for them to secure their own future. I'm creating a movement for everyone who wants to take life into their own hands and learn real-life skills from actual professionals. Why are kids sitting in, quote, film class learning from a teacher who has never even made a film? I don't think anybody's doing that.
Well, neither is Jake Paul.
What are you talking about? Have you seen his daily vlogs?
Dude,
Those films?
I guarantee you any film class in college is being taught by somebody who makes films. And that's just one example, but it's not true. That's just the one example I made off the top of my head, bro. I was the kid in class who was the smartest but wouldn't apply myself. Back it up. Hold on. I was the kid in the class who was the smartest but wouldn't apply myself because I thought it was so stupid to be sitting there. But it's all we are taught. Just sitting there. What? I'm just not letting it go anymore without doing something about it.
Wow.
Let me read the comments on this because this is fucking top level insanity.
Jesus.
Kids, stay in school, trust me. Otherwise, you'll sound like him.
It's almost worse than Ty Lopez.
Oh, of course it's worse. At least Ty Lopez has some credentials.
Ty Lopez is not actually approaching kids.
No, it's for anybody. But see, Jake's whole thing is he's going to kids and saying, fuck school. Drop out of school and pay me $20 a month. But the dude can't even punctuate a sentence. I mean, it's like a run-on. It's written like...
And what real-world skills does Jake Paul?
What do you mean, Dan?
He's been a Viner and
He's
a
a
YouTuber
millionaire.
since he was 16 years old.
Are you saying that Team 10 isn't
He's an
a phenomenon?
entrepreneur.
Look, here is a check-marked account replying. Whoever Kendra Sunderland is. I wish high school taught me about credit, job applications, basic car maintenance, and buying a house instead of the Pythagorean theorem, which I never fucking use. Is that what Jake Paul is teaching about credit and how to
what he
apply to a
says.
job? The dude's never had a job.
Ethan, don't go on. That's an
Oh, is it
adult
porn?
film star, yeah.
Oh, well, good. He's got the. There you go. That's his target market. I wish I would have learned to go in porn, unlike everything else I learned in school. Wow, Twitter did me a huge thank you.
That is so
Because
funny.
I clicked that shit and they're like, "Are you sure about this?" I was like, "Good call. I am streaming."
I clicked on it. And the followers is Jake Paul and
What?
Justin Roiland.
Of course, Justin. He's such a horn dog, Justin.
Seriously,
That's so
what is
funny.
Jake Paul gonna upload?
He's gonna teach you about paying a mortgage.
He's gonna upload a vlog on April 15th saying, "Hey, I just filed my taxes." Like, what does he know other than
That's
that?
what I'm confused about. It's like
What
the
does he
dude has
know?
no
He
real-world
doesn't do
skills.
anything.
Yeah.
Well, what happens in the case of someone like Jake Paul is that he has like business partners who are just trying to use him, and he thinks it's cool because he doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to fleece his fans. So they are like, we have business experts, and we're going to teach classes stuff. He's not really involved. He's just selling it, and his business partners are going to do everything, but it's still going to suck. Jake Paul's not involved at all because obviously he has no capacity, he has no capability to actually run and manage a business. So he's got his business partner who's just trying to fleece his fans as much as Jake Paul is.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try to make something, but it's gonna be garbage because nobody there actually cares about it.
And it's gonna be impossible to cancel your membership
That's the
because
real.
that's how
scheme.
they all work.
I'd be surprised if many people enroll in this though, because this is an awful pitch, man. This is not a good pitch. You know.
GP coming at you.
I feel like he thinks he's like embracing the fact that he's so young and successful with the like
You're
no
just a YouTuber, bro.
punctuation
You're just-
kind of.
I don't think he thinks about it that much.
I feel like he does. I don't know.
Wow.
I mean,
Because it's intentional, like the I is not capitalized, but then
Do you understand if you are actually in business and you send emails like that, people will not take you seriously. If you become a serious person, a serious businessman, and you're firing off communications like he wrote in that, people will not take you seriously. Like eventually you have to face the real fucking world and use punctuation because you're not just some big, like people, dude, you are going to look like an idiot to everybody that actually knows how to be professional. It's insane. I don't think he thought that much. I think he really is just a buffoon. I think you're giving him way too much credit.
maybe.
When asked if he thinks parents would regard FFM as sending a dangerous message to younger fans, Paul paused. That's a tough question, he said. I would say, why would you ever stop your kid from learning anything that is going to make he or she smart? That sounds terrible. And it doesn't have to be like, I'm taking this course and I'm dropping out. You literally told people to drop out of school. By the way, this interview was a hack because they didn't even push beyond that. They go, do you think it's dangerous telling kids to drop out of school and pay you $20 a month? That's a tough question. I would say, why would you ever stop your kids from learning anything? And the interviewer's like, dope.
makes sense.
Here's another clip of this party. Just money raining down and people in a Hunger Games situation grabbing $1 bills.
the best way to become financially
God.
secure and independent is to just throw money away off balconies to random people.
Oh, what is the sign holding up? These people are obviously paid. Like, who brought a sign? Like, what does this sign say? This is such. Hang on. No.
It's all of his fans, right?
No. It says ideas are shit without execution. Sorry, Dan. Tell me exactly which band shows up with this.
Yeah, that is weird.
This is all. There's not a single person here who's a fan of this. Ideas are shit without execution. Why would anybody show up with a sign that said that?
I mean, is that maybe a Jake Paul catchphrase as of late? I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, we're not as up to date on the.
Well,
Paul
he didn't
universe
say
as
it.
we
I
used
never
to
heard
be.
anyone else say it.
Yeah, but I mean,
By the way, these are like older people, and then this guy has a sign that says FFM something.
Oh, fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
What a tool. Ideas are shit without execution.
What an uncomfortable, weird.
What is
place
this
to
whole?
be.
Yeah. What is this whole
It's a-
situation? This is so weird.
There's really
Who's
not
the
that
old
many
guy
people
there?
there.
Is that JP?
Was it JP coming at you?
Where?
Is JP coming at you?
Wait, where is he? This
Oh,
guy?
No,
it's
that's
not.
not him.
JP's been banished.
Yeah.
They sent his
They
ass
don't let him out.
back in.
They're like, you're bad for the image.
Yeah. They're like, we don't need kids to see what happens when you actually grow up, when you turn from
Yeah.
us to adult. That ruins the illusion. This is a nightmare. Tell me this is a nightmare. So that's what Jake Paul's been up to.
I couldn't believe it. I gotta tell you, I started to feel at some point that Jake is maybe a little bit of a dum dum, but is trying to make content and is young. But this is like you're just trying to scam kids.
Well, and to your point, after the last scam that I made a video about with the Loot Crate boxes,
Even then, I was like, okay, fine. Maybe he's actually stupid and didn't think about it enough and just took the sponsor.
well, my point is that after that,
Yeah.
and he was like, you know what, I know better now, I learned my lesson. Well, he went and after that did this. So he really, I think it proves that both times he really just trying to make money at any cost.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
And can I
Isn't
just
that
make
classic?
can I just make a comment? This is unrelated, but I want to say this as a Jewish person. We always get a bad rap for being greedy and money grubbing and all this. I don't see goys doing shit like this. This is a white boy from Ohio. I'm just saying the
Goy
greediest people
is
I've ever
not
known
Jewish.
are not Jewish. What?
Okay, I think you said it wrong because Goy is not Jewish.
Yeah, I was confused by that.
He's a goy.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's a goy, a white dude from Ohio. I just want to say that my trend that I've noticed is when I see the greediest people like this, sold their soul, do whatever it takes, doesn't care, he's not Jewish. If he was Jewish, all the comments would be like, oh, greedy Jew.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just saying that because I get that all the well, I see it all the time. There's lots of anti-Semitic comments, but I just want to say, I want to point it out. Thank you.
You want to point out that those stereotypes are not true.
I'm making an anti-stereotype.
That is a good point to make.
Thank you very much. How many people are Jewish are the top 10 most wealthy people in the world? I have a feeling there's a lot of Jews there, which makes me feel uncomfortable. But can you tell me, Dan? Well, let's look at the top 10 wealthiest people. Top
we
10.
just looked at it last week.
Jeff Bezos is not Jewish.
Jeff Bezos is not Jewish.
Nor is
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Warren Buffett is Jewish, I have a feeling.
No, he's not. He's
Warren
grown.
Buffett is
Buffett?
not.
That's
He's
not
ultra.
Jewish.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Oh, fuck me. So wait. Who's Bernard Arnault? I don't even know who this guy is. Bernard
Bloomberg
Arnault.
might be the only one in the top 10.
Well,
that's
there you
Jewish.
go. You see, everybody's trying to give the Jews a bad rap. We're not. I mean, the Jews I know are all very generous. I don't understand. I don't get the whole greedy thing. Like,
mean-
if Jake Paul was Jewish, every comment would be like greedy Jew, greedy Jew, greedy Jew. But nobody even really holds it against him. Nobody even calls him greedy. He doesn't even have to live with that label.
Right.
He should
Oh.
live with that label forever.
Is,
That he's greedy.
Is Zuck Jewish?
I don't think
Zuckerberg-
Zuck is Jewish.
Zuckerberg sounds like a Jewish.
It does sound Jewish.
Well, let's find out. I don't want him.
you disown him.
Yeah.
He is Jewish.
See, that's no good. We don't like that. We don't like that.
Does that?
So there's 2 out of 10. So that's
I mean,
not
that's
bad.
fair. Well,
I mean, it's a
that's,
good representation, but
I mean, that's 20% of the list.
I was expecting worse.
The question, I guess, is how many people really believe that stereotype?
I don't know how many people believe it, but it's something I see a lot on the internet. I don't know if it's just something people say,
Yeah.
but I know that like if I did something like this, I would live with the label greedy forever. But Jake Paul, he's done this multiple times. He doesn't live with that label, right? It doesn't stick to him like it would stick to me because you're the greedy Jew. He's greedy. He should get that label. He has done everything in
What,
his power.
Jewish?
What?
Greedy.
He's greedy.
Joking.
Jake Paul has done everything in his power to exploit his fans, sell himself out, make as much money as possible for at any cost. That's greedy, and he needs to own that label forever. You know?
I know. Let's call him Greedy.
Greedy Jake.
Greedy JP.
Greedy. Yeah, Greedy JP. Greedy Jake. You know? Do you guys think I make a good point, or am I just being reactionary?
No, I mean, this is obviously coming from a personal place because you get, like you said, I mean, I've seen it too, obviously.
It's like I can't do anything without being called greedy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of anti-Semites out there, and
But it's like
and even beyond
on the
anti-Semite,
internet,
it's just
right?
like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that.
It's like I can't even run ads on my podcast to support this like somewhat, expensive and complicated operation without being greedy, right? But
let's be real. I mean, we're talking about a tiny percentage of the people that watch the show.
Well, I do have.
I mean, you notice it because it obviously.
I don't look
out.
anymore. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm not. It's fine. People can say whatever they want. But what I'm saying is true is that he doesn't have to live with that label, and he should, big time, get a pin forever that says Greedy
Jew.
Jake.
Oh, sorry.
not a Jew flare, Dan.
People are calling him worse things though. Like people are calling him an idiot or a fool. Would you?
It's different. It's the greedy thing. It's like that racially motivated, like when the greedy Jew.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to live with that. Greedy is worse than all those things because it's like, idiot is like, oh, it's not your fault. You're an idiot. You're born that way. Greedy is like, it's so ugly, and that it's like greedy is just. To me, that's a really bad insult when used in that way.
So you feel like it's associated with the negative connotation of being Jewish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
And when in the sense when they call, I mean, in some ways that it's used, yeah, most definitely. But I'm saying is like it really does apply more to Jake in this case, as we've seen time and time again, that he really is that greedy Jew claw. You know what I mean?
So let's
like what they say about greedy Jews. That's actually Jake.
So he's a greedy Jew.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But greedy Jews aren't actually greedy Jews. Jake Paul's the real greedy Jew.
He's a greedy goy.
He's the greediest Jewish goy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We talk about real things here. So that's Jake Paul, the greedy Jew Jake Paul. YouTube will love that. Jake Paul, the greedy Jew.
GJJP.
GJJP. GJJP. Greedy Jew Jake Paul. It's catchy.
Do you also want to add a goy? Because you could have greedy
GJJPG.
greedy goy, Jew Jake Paul.
Now you're working. Keep spinning that.
GGJJ.
Actually, interestingly, Jake Paul got in trouble unrelated. He was getting slammed on Twitter yesterday. Oh, I can't. Oh, did he erase it? Okay, good. You got an album of it. He was actually trending because for this tweet, he said, remember, anxiety is created by you. Sometimes you got to let life play out and remind yourself to be happy, and the answer will come. Chill your mind out. Go for a walk. Talk to a friend. I guess people got hung up on the line. Remember, anxiety is created by you.
Is this one of the lessons that you can expect to get for your $20 a month?
That's a freebie. Yeah, it's a taste of the wisdom to come. Again, I think I don't think it's as big of a deal as everyone's making it out to be. I think it just shows how unempathetic and unexperienced he is in life.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't really have anxiety problems when you can say to yourself, remember, anxiety is created by you. Just go for a walk.
Or
chill your mind.
Talk to a friend.
Yeah. I mean, like, he doesn't have the empathy to imagine that other people's anxiety might be worse than that, or he's never experienced anything that's worse than that. So what he's talking about is daily stress, right?
Yeah.
Because he's just so he's just really not a wise, experienced person. He's never looked outside himself. So to me, it's just another tweet by a very young, overly arrogant person, right?
Mm-hmm. Greedy Jew.
Greedy Jewish Jake Paul. Thank you, Zach.
By the way, Larry Ellison, who is the 7th richest person in the world, and Larry Page, who's the 10th richest person in the world, both also Jewish.
So that's 4 out of 10.
That's 4 out of 10.
Numbers going
That's not
up.
good.
Page is a Jewish last name.
I don't know. I don't think Page is a Jewish last name, but I just looked it up. His mother's a Jew, so he's a Jew, right?
4 out of 10. That is pretty wild. Well,
Let's
Sorry.
not talk about
what
it.
do you make? What do you make of that? Because they're probably all based out of California, New York, and so these are the places where it's hard to explain. I don't know why. I don't know why it is, but
'Cause
I don't
they're
know.
greedy.
well, yeah, Zuck is a piece of shit. That's for sure.
That's a greedy Jew right there.
Yeah, Zuck is a greedy Jew.
Michael Bloomberg is a very greedy person, yes.
What do we?
Not because he's
You
Jewish.
can't say that.
I'm not saying because he's Jewish. I'm just saying he is.
How do you know he's greedy?
Because he has $60 billion.
You think you need to be greedy to worth $60 billion?
A little bit.
So do you call everyone on that list greedy?
I think you have to an extent, be a little bit greedy to have a billion, much of less. I mean, everybody on this list has $50 billion or more. Yeah, I think.
Would you not like to be on that list, Dan?
No.
Yes, you would.
No, I would not.
Once you get a taste, it's like you can't stop.
Play it, Zach.
Maybe.
We
I'm
need that soundbite here.
Go.
I'm a hater.
Dan the
for saying I don't want
anti-Semite.
$50
Dan the
billion.
anti-Semite.
Yes,
he's
you're
Jewish,
hating
he's
on
Jewish.
dollars.
No. There's self-hating Jews, Zach.
Then you're hating on those dollars.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, just remember anxiety is created by you. And then when people started trashing him and he was trending on Twitter, he clarifies, he says, what I meant is that your anxiety can build up if you let it. It doesn't just go away. Mine never does, but there's days when it's like really bad, and then there's days when it's not as bad. So if anxiety starts to build up, there are ways to help it chill out. Again, you're just talking about everyday stress. I mean, again, he doesn't. Anyway, he continues.
What are the ways? Tell us.
Talk to a friend, Hila. Take a
What
walk.
if I don't have friends?
Exactly. Then you're really fucked. What if I don't have legs, Jake? What if I have friends or legs? How rude.
You good, bro?
And then he continues to. He was actually. I'm surprised that people took this so and ran with it because he was like number one
Yeah.
trending.
Because somehow the scam wasn't trending.
Yeah, but this one dumb comment. He was trying to be like inspirational and helpful, but it just shows what a dum-dum he is. But anyway, he continues, if y'all don't like my tweet, then y'all don't gotta listen to it. But it could help some people and it helps me with my anxiety. What exactly help? What is it that you said that helps?
Going for a walk.
Go for a walk. Was feeling like shit today and hella anxiety. And wanted to put a reminder out there to anyone else who might be having anxiety today. All love. He keeps getting clowned. He said, everyone clowning my tweet, but it's now spreading more awareness about anxiety, which I didn't even know was a thing till I was 18, but had it my whole life and never knew how to deal with it. If you think you have it or want to deal with it, try reading this. Healthline.com, how to cope with anxiety, 11 simple ways and when to see a doctor.
Oh, listicle. Cool.
Healthline.com. Thank you, Jake, for the medical advice. Right.
Then send you that video if you want with the kid.
Yeah,
Stuttering.
I will get back to that. And then, actually, during this whole tweet storm, I realized that he had blocked me. I mean, that's actually... I don't know what I did to deserve that. He's a friend of the show. He's a friend of the show. I mean, it feels bad.
I mean, you said that in our chat last night, and
You are blocked.
I kind of get it.
You do? I haven't
Well, I
talked
mean,
about
we
him in a
have-
while. And I haven't tweeted at him. Like, I don't ever tweet at him, do I?
Yeah, I know,
I think
but
there
we
was
have like
something on Twitter, wasn't there? That he made some other stupid tweet.
could have been.
Logan hasn't blocked me. I'm starting to think that Logan's actually the cool one.
Logan was the one that wanted to punch you in the face when he met you, right?
Yes. But he hasn't blocked me.
And he like told you that straight up, right? Wasn't he?
Well,
Or
what
we
he
hear
did,
that through the
well,
grapevine?
I'll tell you what happened. I was there. He looked at me. He was what everyone makes fun of me because I apparently tell this story all the time. I haven't talked about this in a long time, so okay.
I don't remember the story. So tell
I
us
saw Logan right after me and iDubbbz made our colorblind video. I was at a party at Notch's house, and Logan Paul, Notch has on display like a super bright red sports car, some kind of collectible antique car. And who do I see there? Logan Paul next to this bright red car. So I say, you know what? Instead of this being awkward and pretending like I don't see him and pretending like we don't see each other, I'm just going to go say hi to him. So I probably had a drink or two in me. I was like, you know what? Let's just go say hi to Logan and hopefully bury the hatchet. And I walk over to him, and I'm just trying to be friendly. I thought he would get a kick out of it. But I said, hey, Logan, what color is that car? And I genuinely, I didn't think that I was going to be insulting. I just thought I thought he would thought it was cheeky and laugh. And he turned to me, and he goes like this. He looks at me, and he's like that. And maybe he was just like, ooh, I can't believe it's you. I wasn't really scared he was going to punch me. But he was like, like, man, I've daydreamed of what I would say to you if I ever saw you in person. And I said, well, here I am. What do you want to say to me? And he said, I thought about saying something like, your face looks like you have pubes on it or something like that. But he goes, wait. And he was humble. He said, but you're too funny and quick, and you would probably say something back.
Huh.
So he did say that. So I said, it's all good, dude. I just want to say hi. Oh, he wouldn't shake my hand.
It was weird. I remember because we've never, like, whenever we would meet anyone in person, it's usually just like everyone is able to laugh it off, and then you kind of like cool with each other. But he was the first and probably the only one that you could tell that he's pissed, and he was not down.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. I mean, it's the first time it ever happened to me. I put up my hand, and he refused to shake it. That's what happened. I put out my hand, said, hey, Logan, what color is that car? When he turned around, I put out my hand, and he was like, no, I'm not going to shake your hand with a fist. So
I did find your tweet that I think may have caused the block.
Really?
It was after the Jake Paul against bowling with Cody Ko.
Oh, wow. This is a lot of likes. I'm pretty popular. 175,000. I said, Jake Paul, we need to discuss cyberbullying. Also, Jake Paul doxes Post Malone, whose house is later stuck up at gunpoint. Also, Jake Paul hosts party where girls are drugged. Also, Jake Paul brainwashed kids to sell their merch. Also, Jake Paul posting softcore porn for 12-year-olds. I don't even remember what sparked this.
It's that he went to confront Cody Ko about...
Oh, he called him a bully?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Stupid idiot. You had to see this coming, you moron. How are you going to call people out for bullying, you fucking bitch? Oh, my God. What a douche.
And that's probably why I blocked you.
Okay, fair enough. But I didn't even tag him.
Yeah.
So
I just meant
Just saying.
It's fine. I'm not defending him by any means, but I understand why he.
So you think
blocked
he's just shutting out the haters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've
bullies.
relentlessly made fun of him for years at this point. And,
Okay. Well, he blocked me anyway. I think it's worthy of note.
It was funny finding that out, though, because we had put some links to his tweets in our show prep. And you're like, guys, he deleted the tweet. What the hell? And I'm like, he didn't. What are you talking about? It's fine. And as soon as I said that, I was like, he blocked you, didn't he?
Yeah, because when you click it on your phone, it just says this tweet's not available.
Right, exactly.
Then I went on my computer, and sure enough, you're blocked. So there you have it. I love how Twitter narcs on people. Just says you're blocked. It's awesome. So Jake has blocked me. Congratulations to Jake. I've got this whole statement on the matter. He says, at a rally on Saturday, the content creator, along with influencer friends and around 50 teenagers and tween-age fans, some chaperoned by parents. That's so... The irony of being chaperoned by a parent to a conference that tells you to drop out of school and pay them $20 is fucking rich. Launched the Financial Freedom Movement, FFM, in partnership with Gen Z Holdings, Inc.
Is the FFM a type of three-way?
Yeah, female, male. That's my favorite genre.
Wait, so what does it stand for again?
Financial Freedom Movement. It's a movement. It's
What makes it a movement?
It's moving money from your bank account to his.
Right.
That turns me on.
Can you already sign up?
Wait, we didn't do a Papa Cold Open.
Oh shit.
Anyway, let me continue. It's
There's still time. We're editing this
in
episode.
part, that's true. In partnership with Gen Z Holdings, Inc., a Los Angeles-based brand development group targeted at millennials and Generation Z audience. Hollywood Sports Park, a multi-use outdoor paintball, soft rappel, and BMX venue in Bellflower, California, in southeast LA County, hosted the event, which Paul had posted about on his Twitter and Instagram accounts the day before, writing that, why are you guys giggling so much?
Yeah, what's happening?
It just hit me that he's doing this thing at a fucking paintball field. It's just like,
I mean, there was like 30 people there.
Wait, so
just
how
like-
do you sign up? Is there even anything?
I don't know if it's out yet. Can you guys see if the website's up?
the FFM
The
website?
link doesn't work.
Hosted the event, which Paul had posted about on Twitter and Instagram accounts the day before, writing that education system is worthless and that it teaches kids zero real-life skills for them to secure their own future. The online platform, which costs $20 a month, will feature curated content from social media influencers and business entrepreneurs, including Paul himself, the golden boy, the most knowledgeable businessman alive. Ostensibly, it's a how-to guide on how to monetize an online presence. Stupid. Although Paul told Variety it is for anybody who wants insight on how to make money from their passion. Subscriptions also include weekly group video calls with Paul and guest experts. He said FFM came out of his own experience as a frustrated student and subsequent success as an online personality influencer. I was like, why are we sitting in class right now learning the quadratic formula when we should be learning about taxes and insurance?
You should learn how to tweet a link because the link to their website doesn't work.
Yeah, it seems to be dead. Trying to get to it.
Said Paul, although he noted the desire to learn about the latter, who didn't come until after he became a full-fledged YouTube celebrity. He has almost 20 million subscribers. FFM is, according to Paul, his chance to use his position as an influencer for good.
Wow.
So this is altruistic. To empower the next generation of digital entrepreneurs who don't want to necessarily follow the 9-to-5 daily grind
Oh, it
that their
worked?
parents
No.
did.
Did they like not pay for the bandwidth or whatever?
Oh, you're right. It just
It just
came
started
back up.
working.
Weird.
Let me open it.
This
It
website-
takes like 2 minutes to
Wait.
load.
Wait, joinffm.com.
Yeah.
This website has serious graphic design.
It just
as
says
my passion,
Look
energy.
at this. The metadata, it just says Jake Paul. Joinffm.com. It just says Jake Paul. They tell us go to college, get a job. Let's see what's at Jake Paul. What kind of
You may want to take a break and come back until it
Yeah.
loads.
Wow, you guys need to upgrade your hosting. You could.
It's still not fully loaded.
Yeah.
It's like slow.
I wonder if he just announced it or
What the hell?
something, and if it's just
No.
getting inundated with traffic. Let me look at his channel, because
I mean, that tweet with the link is from February 16th.
no, but
That's 2 days ago.
Yeah.
let me see if he made it in a YouTube video. No, he didn't post anything. Did he tweet anything? I mean, I can't look because I'm blocked.
No.
No, it's just all about the.
It's weird too. There's like pictures of all the Team 10 people. Don't all these people like hate him now? Like the
Suicide
weird, like,
hotline numbers is on his Twitter right now.
Did it load? I can't load it. But anyway, I'll continue. He added that the program does not have a set curriculum. The word itself evokes a sense of rigidness. People who sign up will learn how to market themselves, the strategies behind going viral, and practical tips on how to handle business meetings and even roommates. Wow, dude. Wow. Which might not be a set of curriculum, but sounds very much at least like an informal syllabus. Ugh, shut the fuck up. These people at Variety who wrote this article should just die in a fire.
On his website, it says you can expect live weekly video coaching calls with Jake Paul. Yeah, right.
No.
Can someone like...
I would love to get my hands on one of those. So that's what Jake Paul's up to. It's a race to the bottom.
The website is still not fully loaded.
And the website is.
You want me to pay
so-
$20 a month, and you don't even have a website that's functioning.
I was never even able to get it open at all.
Look at this screenshot that I just shared.
I can't even load it. I mean, I can't even get anything.
You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the same thing. It's white text on a white background. You can't read.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's like all hidden.
Wait.
I highlighted
Oh
it all.
my
and
god,
look,
they
you can
did
see.
white text on white background.
Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Has anyone looked at this? Wait, I want to show you guys this. I don't want to. How do I do this without showing our Discord?
Oh, if you click on the image, it
link?
says open original.
So
Yeah.
here's the website, which I can't load apparently.
And it's just white.
And then if you highlight it, you'll see that they have text in white.
Oh my god.
I know that like that's a black hat SEO method to like plug keywords and you don't see it, but I don't think that's what they're going for.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. This looks like it's actually the info they're trying to share.
Dude, what is going on with your site, dude? I can't even look. Get on there.
Also, apparently the $20 a month, that's 50% off. It's
Oh my god, it's gonna go
$40
up
a
on
month.
you before you notice.
Yeah, $40 a month.
And then
is
you
the
can't
That's
bill
after the
price.
first month when you can't contact support to cancel it.
Yeah.
Good luck reaching support. The website doesn't even work.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Wow. This is like
Bro, this is not a good scam. Look at bro, how much does it talk to get a fucking hosting that works? $20 a month?
Down at the bottom of the website, there is a letter to the parents, I guess, to reassure them.
wow.
Oh, let me see that.
Oh, look at this. Third paragraph in, and it's only going to get worse once robotics, artificial intelligence, and other technology advancements disrupt the workforce. Dude, Jake Paul's Yang Gang. Look at
Yang
that.
Gang. All right. Anyway, this is a total disaster. I can't even load the website. I'm out. And then meanwhile, speaking of the Paul brothers race to the bottom, Logan Paul has actually been doing really well on YouTube. And out of curiosity, I went over to his website, or to his channel, to see what he's been up to. And you know, look, I don't have a problem with him doing whatever he wants. His views have been way up. He started ripping, I don't know. When I say rip off, I don't know. But he's doing like David Dobrik style vlogs, like really short, tons of jump cuts, high intensity. And look at this thumbnail. It has 4.5 million views. I mean, I can't do that shit. So I just clicked this one because I know Lana Rhoades is like a really famous porn star. I was like, Lana Rhoades. So again, you all know what his target demographic is. I mean, these are 8 to at most 15. Probably more like 12 and 13-year-olds are watching him. In this video, this 5-minute video, you have drinking alcohol, smoking weed, almost naked porn stars, and it's not age restricted. Yet every time no, it's not. Yet every time I make a podcast here, just sitting here for 2 hours talking, I always am dealing with demonetization, immature ratings, age restrictions. It's like, what about what I'm doing for my audience is like college age, mature people. I'm sitting here having a conversation in earnest. So I don't get it. I don't get why. I'm afraid to even show you guys the shit in here because I think that it will get our whole 2-hour podcast demonetized for even showing this shit. But you'll have to take my word for it.
I've been watching some of this stuff. He has like copyrighted songs in there. Like he had a Rolling Stone song in there.
Yeah, I think
we noticed that too.
David Dobrik does the same thing. They have some kind of licensing agreement with whoever owns the publishing. Which is really cool. I'm jealous. I want that. I really want that.
I mean, it's just a matter. You just got to pay.
Well, I think it has to do with, if I had to guess, their agency or their manager, whoever, has some kind of arrangement with whatever label owns all those tracks, and they like give their channel some kind of green light so they don't claim their content. which is awesome. I wish I could get that because
seriously.
I mean, you probably can.
But I don't know what that entails. I don't know if they pay them. I don't know. My hunch is that they don't even pay for it. I think they probably just realized that it's good for everybody to play the song. Because these kids probably don't know Rolling Stones and they hear that song and all of a sudden, like here. Watch the you muted it. That was so slick.
Yeah.
They're playing Rolling Stones here. And, he didn't list the song. So let's just get past this. So this whole video is just him sitting in a car with Lana Rhoades, who's apparently dating his friend for his birthday. He's like, this guy has everything, so I'm going to get him his favorite porn star. And now they're apparently dating and fucking. And let's watch this conversation.
Who's that?
Me.
Why is that?
I can't with my friend's girlfriend anymore. I just can't.
She
It's
said you
weird.
lost a fan. She said, why is that? I can't jerk off to my friend's girlfriend.
What about me and Mike's porn?
Is that happening?
We have a sex tape now.
Well, you want to know the worst part about all this? I'm lying. I you last night. I'm so sorry. Bro, I even lied to Josie about it. She asked me if I watched you, and I was like, no.
She asked you?
Yeah. Speaking of Josie, you to Josie. I'm sorry, bro.
But this is the conversations that this is tame compared to what I saw.
Yeah, I don't understand how this isn't age restricted.
But like, how are they clamping down on me? It's like over a course of 2 hours, of course I'm going to say shit that like, you have to use your fucking brain, YouTube. I'm here trying to run a legitimate business here in earnest. You know what? It's like, use your fucking brain. And they're serving this shit to kids. It's getting tons of views. I'm sure it's being recommended. Fuck you, dude. I'm so angry about
They're like, well, he blipped the F word, Ethan.
Jerked off, he bleeped out.
But this
Yeah.
girl's wearing thongs in the,
In the
video.
thumbnail.
Porn stars.
In the thumbnail. In the video, she's wearing lingerie. She's in bed.
She wears that kit,
One
dude.
time, hey, can I ask you something?
Dude, does it look like I have a deviated septum?
By the way, this one got so cringe, I actually just shut it off. Watch this.
Not to me, no.
What do you think of me, like, personally, like, aesthetically?
I think you're very handsome.
Oh, shit. Thanks, baby. Anyways, what are you doing later?
I'm married.
I'm gonna go.
That's when I was like, wow, dude.
What?
I'm just going to turn this off. It's a race to the bottom, you know? It's like, yeah, of course you can get views from kids when you have porn stars in lingerie. And all you're talking about is naughty sex stuff and smoking weed and drinking. I jerked off to your girlfriend, bro.
I jerked off to yours. Whoa, that's crazy.
That turns me on.
Yeah.
You got to give it to
I'm
him,
getting-
though.
I'm getting served ads and stuff. I mean,
You got to give it to him. It's genius. They've thought about this. So, like, you know how we're going to get views? Like, let's get people to
Frank
click. Bring
Invasion.
in Lana Rhoades, the most famous porn star in the world. Get her in here and get her in lingerie. Pretend that she's fucking my friend. I mean,
you're right. They're smoking giant ass fucking joints in this, too.
exactly. It's like a huge, like, 20-gram joint.
It's legit. I mean, the dude's getting older. I can understand if he doesn't want to make kids content anymore. I mean, it's cringy and bad, but I can understand.
He's
that
getting
you
older.
don't
It's
wanna,
been a year.
Yeah, you don't want to be I mean, how old is he?
23.
24?
Yeah.
I mean, he just doesn't want to make content for 12-year-olds anymore, I guess. I wouldn't want to. Let's see. Yeah, he's 24. But I think you're right about the fact that I'm sure his audience still, like, his audience didn't suddenly shift to, being much more mature.
Dude, if
so,
there was
I don't know.
if there was a college-age person actually watching Logan Paul, it's so cringy. Can
Right,
you
that's hard-
imagine?
that's hard to
bro?
picture.
Can you
It's
even
hard to
imagine putting that on in college? Like, how embarrassing.
I guess maybe some of these kids grew up with him and now they're
It's been
older
1
and still
year.
watch.
It's been 1 year. Who's grown up? Nobody's grown up.
I don't know.
Who's grown up? It's been 1 year since the Suicide Forest, or maybe two.
In the letter to parents on Jake Paul's website,
Yeah.
they're just like, we know that you want the best for your kid and you have all this money saved up for college. They're like trying to get the parent to pay for this, and it's so shameless.
Oh, so the kids have a pitch to the parents.
And no, they're addressing the parent here because the kid has asked for it, and now the parent is reading this.
Right. It's like, kids, show this to your parent.
Yeah.
Smart. He's thought of it all, except how to host it.
He's even saying you probably already have Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime.
See how much time a day? Do you know how much time in the week I spend on Netflix, bro? And it's less.
He's saying this is better because those don't help their future.
Dude, if you want to learn taxes, just Google it. There's tons of free resources. You know what I mean? Like, here's my, you want Ethan's business and school success advice? You cannot teach anybody anything. If they have the actual will and desire to learn and achieve something, they will figure it out and learn it despite whatever it is they're up against. You just Google it and you can learn where the fuck you want. You don't need to pay anybody anything. There's so many great free resources. You want to learn how to pay taxes. You want to learn, what was the other shit he said? Taxes is so fucking easy. You just do it once.
Or just, I don't know. I mean, no, but the message is fine. I agree that there's a lot of stuff that the school could teach us, but Jake Paul's not going to teach me anything.
Well, I think he's just tapping into that general consensus that we all have. It's like, I think really just the moral is that, you know, high school should have like a civics class where they teach you how to pay bills and do taxes and get insurance and all the shit he said. But that shit's really not that complicated. Take it from me as an adult. You do it once, you figure it out. It's a pain in the ass, it's a chore, but it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something you do. You don't need to pay anyone to learn about it. But that's true of all the business shit, of Tai Lopez and all these gurus.
Yeah.
They prey on people who, like, when you get really desperate inside, you'll claw into anything, and you'll look for answers wherever you see them in your desperation. Because what you're looking for is something that will momentarily satisfy you. These things will take your money. It will make you feel like you've done an action, so you'll feel satisfied, but it will contribute nothing to your long-term success at all. People,
if anything, you're worse now because
you have less money and less time.
Yeah.
I mean, if people who really are destined to succeed are people who look beyond, don't even see any of that shit. What they see is their goal, they're motivated, and they're going to figure out on their own how to achieve it. It's within them and nobody else. It's that raw determination and dedication. There's nobody that will teach you anything along the way. The only knowledge that matters is stuff you learn on your own through the act of doing things. That's the only knowledge that matters and has value. You can get advice from people, and along the way, once it's validated through life experience, maybe it brings on new meaning, a new weight. But if you haven't done anything, whatever anybody's telling you is worthless. The only knowledge and experience that's valuable is things that you go out and do yourself. Nobody can pay you to do that. You can't pay anybody. Nobody can help you do that. You either are going to do it or you're not going to do it. And nothing anybody says is going to motivate you, is going to energize you. You either just are going to do it or you're not. That's it. That's how I feel. You're going to do it or you're not going to do it. And everybody else who's just trying to tell you what to do is just scamming you.
Yeah.
They're just stealing your money. What, Dan?
Just said pretty much. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you.
Knowledge.
And that applies to every one of these guys. I'm talking Tim Robbins, Tai Lopez, Jake Paul, fucking Oprah. I don't care who it is. Nobody, anything anybody tells you is worthless compared to your own experience of just trying to do something. Anything. That's it. That's my take.
Why are you throwing our boy Tim Robbins under the bus like that?
Tim Robbins is a fucking weirdo.
I think
he's the weirdest
Tony
guy alive.
Robbins, right?
Oh,
yeah,
Tanya.
Tony Robbins. Tim Robbins is an actor, and I like The Shawshank. Tony Robbins is such a weirdo.
Yeah.
So that's Ethan's business school of business, and you don't even have to pay me anything for it.
Poor Tim
thank
Robbins.
God. Yeah, poor Tim Robbins, man. Did him dirty.
Yeah, Tim Robbins is a good guy. I meant Tony Robbins. I don't know if Tim Robbins is a good guy. He might be a piece of shit too. I don't know.
Good actor.
Good actor. I'll give him that for sure.
He's never been in the pizza category.
He's not been in the pizza
He has
category.
not been in the category. As
Well,
far
that's
as we
it
know.
then.
As far as we know.
So that's it. That's all I've got.
That's it. That's the whole shebang. We've been going 2 hours, my dude. Roughly.
Beautiful.
Since we're gonna have like 10 edits in this episode.
Well, thank you guys so much. Today is Tuesday. We'll be joined on Friday by PewDiePie.
All right, looking forward to that. That's gonna be awesome.
Looking forward to that. And so hopefully you'll join us then on Friday. And until then, I hope you have a fantastic week. I hope you have a great week. I hope you're watching the debates on Wednesday. Your boy Bloomberg. I'm excited. It's going to be make or break. He's going to just suck, or he's going to... Even if he's okay, I feel like that's enough.
Let's see. You're probably gonna hate him.
You think so?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
All right, see you Friday with PewDiePie.